was there evidence that was suppressed for a valid legal reason that might have made a difference?
I think that was very disappointing to hear that and to hear her impugn the character of the jury. And the evidence came in that should come in, and the judge was very fair to both sides.
Johnny Depp's lawyers revealed what will happen to Amber Heard if she keeps pushing to appeal the jury's verdict on the Fairfax defamation trial.
Even if you think that I'm lying, you still couldn't look me in the eye and tell me that you think on social media there's been a fair representation.
The Aquaman actress didn't actually accept the judgment given to her during the trial. She did everything she could for the judge to declare a mistrial. When she didn't do that, Amber continued to defame Johnny, plus blamed the jury and the judge herself for being biased. They even asked her insurance company to pay Johnny Depp the $10 million instead. Johnny's lawyers are disappointed in what Amber's team is doing. Actually, it doesn't seem like her own lawyers are doing anything correct at all. They're just making the case worse for her whenever they go on interviews. In reality, in one recent interview with the Beverly Hills Bar Association, Ben Chu and Camille Vasquez were honest about their feelings about the whole trial. Both of them were a class act. They were always so humble and kind with their words, unlike Leathers. Not even halfway through the interview, you already know why Johnny Depp chose them specifically to defend him in court. The interview started with the person asking whether Ben really planned on being a lawyer for big celebrities like Cher and Johnny.
Ben, when you got into litigation, did you ever think that you would be representing A-list celebrities, or was that really your goal to do entertainment law?
He said that he's doing it because he loves his job. To Camille Vasquez, though, she said that her family decided for her to be a lawyer, but later revealed that her life changed when she represented Johnny. They finally talk about the trial
and how best to put the story in a compelling way. And I think one thing that we decided early on was to kind of begin at the beginning, to tell something about Johnny's story, to tell them enough about his life growing up that they could better put into context his story about the events at issue in the case, because they really had a bearing.
Both lawyers think that Johnny being an actor really had a bearing to what the jury would think, so they decided to present him as a person who was abused in his marriage, not the Johnny that everyone knows was hurt by his mom and was in a lot of trouble as a young actor.
I don't know if that was something that someone had told her that she should do, because sometimes that actually works if you look at the jury. But the way she did it did not seem to resonate to me, and I wondered if it resonated with the jury. But that's all these different little strategies you mentioned.
I guess they also felt what we felt. They had a feeling that Amber Heard wasn't sincere with her testimonies, especially whenever she looked at the jury during her time on the stand. They also noticed that Amber was trying to copy how Team Depp was acting because they looked so genuine during the whole trial. So she was fake from the start, and pushing this case any further won't do her any good. Just like us, Ben Chu thinks that the appeal will just ruin Amber's career more. He ruins Amber's attorneys by saying that their claims that everyone was against them is unfair. The judge was fair to both sides, but they failed to see that because no one can win this trial but that. Let's be honest, their careers are thriving while Amber's is slowly falling down the drain. The interviewee was even asking if this was turned into a movie. Who would play Ben?
I think Judge Reinhold.
Okay.
He's a goofy looking guy like me. No disrespect to him, but I think that would be the right guy.
I can see that. Camille, I want to hear what you said. Just curious, because I think I heard you answer the question. I'm curious if your answer is different.
Plus, they're taking the internet by storm still, months after the trial. Those on social media idolize him the most. Ben Chu is my new favorite lawyer. The alpaca stuffy in his pocket in the courtroom did it for me lol. One said. Another person pointed out that it is interesting to see decent people seem to represent decent people generally speaking. Well, it really truly is. With what they said in the interview, it looks like the public loves them more than they love the actress. You really see how genuine these people are. We're so glad they represented Johnny in that case. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching.